This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to pay tribute to the memory of Mick before we continue into the second bout. This venue is particularly poignant because it opened its doors in 1962 and has become the most legendary venue in all of Great Britain. Every great wrestler on earth has worked here, and on the very first night in 1962, Mick McManus topped the bill, and there were 4,000 people in this hall. The back was opened, this was all open as the balcony. There were another 2,000 people on the pavement, could not get entry. And from that point on, this venue became the most prestigious wrestling venue in the country, and remains so today, all these years later. Now, Mick McManus, who you see on the television, wasn't just a wrestler with cauliflower ears and punch drunk. He was a man of many, many talents, very diverse. Anything from politics to porcelain, anything you name, he was involved in. General commerce, he was the director of several companies, to the many charities that he worked for and supported. He was a Lord Taverner. He was a water rat. He was in the Variety Club of Great Britain. He was an acting Freemason. He raised thousands upon thousands of pounds by making public appearances for Sir John Major, who became our Prime Minister. And his beloved wife Barbara worked in the Streatham office for the Conservatives for many, many years. But wrestling was Mick's main passion. Wrestling is what he loved. Whether he was doing it, whether he was running the business of it, whether he was promoting young wrestlers of today into it, or whether in fact he was just supporting our wrestlers' reunion, bringing back together the old-time wrestlers in a fraternity. It was his passion, and it was that passion that made him the global superstar that he was to become. We miss him dearly, but he had a very long and happy life. And away from the ring, he was a devoted family man to his wife Barbara and his son Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the judgment that we put on Mick McManus and how we best remember him is that even though he retired probably 30 years ago from the ring, to this very day, when you mention his name, everybody, whether they're wrestling fans or not, knew who he was. That is a true star. And now I'm going to ask your indulgence by joining me in a traditional wrestling 10-bell count, whereby we have 1 minute silence only, just to think about Mick or any of the other wrestlers that have fallen and gone before him. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you very much.